Greetings! Welcome to the devlog for hot dogs, horseshoes, and hand grenades. We're going to start off as always with a quick sound check. Make sure your speakers aren't up too high. Wonderful. So what have we got for you this week? Well, for those of you who saw my announcement this past Sunday, and for those of you who haven't, we are beginning a new alpha cycle for H3VR. What does that mean? Basically, instead of today or next week being update 59 or update 60 or what have you, we're going to be pushing only to the alpha branch on Steam for a number of weeks. And the reason for that is that we're both going to be testing some new content and rebuilding a few systems, which will, over the coming weeks, necessitate that I break things for a little while. So I'll get into exactly what that's going to entail in a bit. I'm going to jump right, though, into the meat of what I would like to show you all, which is that we have a new take and hold level that has been under production. Those of you who've been watching my Twitch stream the past month or so have seen a whole bunch of this. I've been giving it another sort of aesthetic pass to differentiate it from our other level, and it's about ready to start getting some testing. It's still missing a bunch of functionality and features I eventually want to put in, but it's far enough along that I want to start performance testing it and having folks throw themselves at it. So let's go ahead and jump in. I'm going to turn up difficulty progression here. We'll do modern, a whole bunch of health, and beautiful. So for those of you who haven't seen the stream, we've got a new map system for this level, because this level has a ton of verticality in it. It's a reticle that's tied to one controller. Ha! What a fantastic gun to get as our first gun. Something truly ridiculous. Pop that in here. Let's look through our supply rooms. Everything isn't quite as concentrated, so you oftentimes have to look around. Ah, there's our melee weapon. Beautiful. Tie that there. So, blue is our supply room, H is our hold points. We want to go get our equipment first, especially with accelerated difficulty. So I think I'll head this way. This level is much larger than the standard one. Has all sorts of new kinds of traps, like that. You will have to pardon me if you hear me sniffling at all. Right back from my vacation, I managed to get sick on the plane ride home. Here we've got one of the vertical shaft areas. Oh goodness, all the way pretty much to the bottom. Beautiful. Which we can climb using these ladders if we want. If you, just so you know, I thought I'd bring this up right at the beginning. If you can't do smooth locomotion without feeling nauseous, these are close enough that you can teleport your way all the way up and down these panels. Just thought I would show that off. I'm so used to playing an arm swinger, I sometimes forget. Beautiful. Pull this out. Okay, looks like we're coming up on it. Almost. You know, maybe we want to go this way instead. This level is significantly more maze-like than the prior one. I'm still tweaking the layout. Oh, goodness. Let's sneak under that. Got a couple new tile sets. This one's called plumbing. Oh, and look at that. One of our new enemies. These are meat crab zombies. Oh, shoot. Did I not spawn? Oh, good. I did spawn lock my mag. Oh, and because we killed them on the torso, the meat crab looks like it popped off. Boom. Got him. Forgot just how uncontrollable this sucker is at that fire rate. Grab ourselves another health. Not great, not horrible. Always helps to have a little backup. So we got some more meat crabs here. Gonna try to deflect if he lunges at me. Oh. Got him. That one looks like he's stuck. Most of these agents are still very much in progress. Ah, got him. Oh, I love the way this part of the level looks. Out here, let's head to our hold point. Basically, I'm going to play this through our first hold point here, and then jump back out of VR, talk about what's coming next. As you can see here, there's some very dark areas, so finding a light source will actually be useful. And here we go. Beautiful. The hold points in this level are far more intentionally designed. I think you're going to quite like them. This one is very much built around having sort of 4 entrance points, a whole bunch of hard cover. Let's do it. This fire rate's a little higher than I like. Lucky shots. Get up close and personal. That's what you enjoy. It's just a difficulty 1, so I think they only come out of these 2 slots. Beautiful. Cool, well, I'm going to pause here real quick, jump out of VR, and talk about what is going to be in store for this month. And then at the end of the video, have me going through another hold point or 2, just so that you can see more of this new level that is going to be available for you to play basically about an hour from when you are watching this video.
Yo, back out of VR now. As you might imagine, I look a little run down at the moment. You know, day 3 or so of being sick. But I wanted to get through a couple things right now because we're kicking off this alpha cycle. So I want to make sure that all of you know what to expect over this next month or so. So there's sort of several disparate categories of things that I'm going to be working on that all cross-connect and will require that I temporarily break certain systems to actually insert and substitute them in. The first of them is the ballistic system in the game. I think I talked about this in a past video or on a Twitch stream. It all sort of blends together. But basically, the ballistic system in the game is very old at this point in terms of when I architected it, what I was thinking while I was making it, what I chose to try to simulate versus not. And it's pretty inefficient. It doesn't have the type of behavior I want. There's not enough of a behavioral difference between certain categories of rounds. And so I've been sort of slowly designing on paper for a number of months now another approach that I want to try. And I'm feeling really confident about it. I've already input manually most of the data that the system is going to need to drive. So basically over the next 2 weeks or so, I'm going to be parallel substituting it in. I'm going to basically probably going to create like a testing gun to begin with that will just be in one scene that will fire a new type of projectile that will interact with various sorts of objects. So you'll be able to see what I'm testing and probably play around with it. And the other reason I'm trying to get it off the ground is that the new agent type that I've been working on called SOSIGs rely on this new damage model to be done. They can actually differentiate internally between this is damage that was done because a projectile pierced something versus this is concussive damage versus this is damage that's coming from fire or an incendiary round, things like that. So, and so the system will be able to actually encompass that. And instead of sort of building my new bots around the old system and then immediately retrofitting them, I'm just doing them in parallel. So yeah, so those are the big things up for, and of course the new level that that you're trying out, and the come on brain, you can do this, and collision and impact noises, which have been in dire need of work for a while. Everyone knows the melee weapons sound horrendous. When you hit things, the impact is wrong, the type of sample that's playing is wrong, so we're going to be working on that. Patrick is coming back in with just some sweet audio samples. We've been building charts of the way that things interact, so if things like bullet casings and held objects will actually make different sounds based upon what material they impact. Overall, I'm hoping that it just lends a greater sense of tangibility and weight to everything and makes Melee more satisfying. So yeah, well that is about all I have energy for at the moment. As I said before, we're going to jump back into a little more video of my run, and assuming that I'm feeling better by then, because I'm basically just going to sleep for the rest of today, I'm going to stream on Sunday, if not Monday or Tuesday, show off more of the level, and who knows what else I get working by then. So I hope you all have a wonderful weekend, and I will talk to you soon. Peace.
All right, we are back. Let's take some more points. Supply points this way. Got a turret here. Oh, actually, they're called turburgers. Let's see if we can get around and hit his magazine. Oh. That was a bad idea. There's a bunch of different ways you can deal with the turrets. They're incredibly durable with their primary body, but their magazine is a weak point, which can be hit. They can also be knocked over. That was me failing to hit the magazine. Also, come over here, knock them over, run past. Oh, you can also see on the radar, we actually get enemy pips as well. Once again, apologies for the sniffling. Hopefully by the next video, I'm feeling better. We gotta go much higher to get the supply point. It's gonna involve some climbing. This here. There's several of these pipe sections that have just a tremendous amount of verticality to them. Gonna get a good workout. of them coming. Got him. Woo! There we go. Grab ourselves another wiener. Oh, it's a small mag. At least it's tracers. Put that up there. Anything else? Anything else fun? Nah. RNG doesn't like us. Beautiful. Well, we're done up here, so let's take a drop. Woo! Only mildly stomach turning. Let's see, we need to go down. I think this is... No, this is pipe network. Yeah. Go up here. Always check your corners in the green area. There can be turrets. There can be remote explosives. Okay, it's still below us. We need to find a vertical shaft. Let's see if this leads to one. There we go. Oh, goodness. Ambushed. Whew. All right. Oh, he's mad. These are called dumples. Pistol caliber weapons aren't super effective against them, so I'm gonna actually run. If you encounter those, you're gonna want a rifle or something penetrative. 9mm AP works well. It won't hunt you very far, but they're really great at zoning out an area. As you can see, there are way more moment-to-moment engagements in this level than with the past one. Is this the right way? It's funny, I retexture this and now I can't tell where anything is intuitively. Hey, looks like the whole point is slightly below us. Not here. We're on the same level as it. Ah, here we go. This should be the way. Oh, goodness. We out? We are out. Whew! That was almost completely incompetent. Well done, Anton. Let's run past these. Let's do a hold point. Quite handy with a fast fire rate gun. Wonderful. So there you have it, a little more gameplay in our new level. If you'd like to see more of it, for those of you who don't know, I have been streaming on Twitch. I'm going to be starting up again this coming week, probably on Sunday if I'm feeling well enough, if not on Monday or Tuesday. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you're excited to try out the new level, Taken Hold, Containment. And yeah, well, I'll see you all soon. Peace.